Hi everyone, it's the 12th of March 2024, and I just want to give you an update on the AI Momentum Scalper. Once again, this is my real life portfolio running on IC markets, and today we're here. Doesn't look like much that's happened, but actually there were quite some big things which happened here, and you can see this if you go to the custom analysis, do the breakdown in terms of the trading pairs. So what I'm currently doing is I'm running the DAX pair in the morning, so I'm just letting it run, and I'm also leaving the US 500 one running. This one doesn't trade that frequently, and my new gold set which I'm running, I run in the afternoons, and this is what it's showing. So if I click on analyze, it breaks down the trades into the pairs, and you can see here this is my DAX, and I actually took a big loss on the DAX today, and this was actually my own fault, and I'll show you why that is. I should have waited because it all recovered. The drawdown was quite large for what I was seeing, and I felt quite uncomfortable. Had to go out and do something. I don't like to leave trades if I can't watch them, so I closed it. So that's gone down to 23%. I really shouldn't touch it. But what is pretty cool is literally my gold went from, it actually crossed over. So now I'm actually I've made more return in the gold set, which I've only been running since March the 4th, and it's only the 12th today. So just under a week, I've made 40%. And yesterday we were at 25%. So you can see it's been a massive, massive move today. And I just want to show you what that looked like. So first up are the DAX trades. You can see here, bought. And these were all done before I woke up in the morning. So I think it was around here when I saw them, and obviously didn't feel quite so good about that. And then I closed out, and I took a loss here. But you can see that if we scroll to the right, maybe make it 15 minutes, you can see eventually all recovered. So I would have recovered all of this if I had left it running. So that's a bit of a shame, but it happens in trading in gold. So let's look at our gold. So this is using the set file, and I'm using it semi-automatic. You can see here, whole string of trades, loads of trades. We've made about $1,000 here, and with only one losing trade. Everything else was winning. So really, really amazing result. And this is using the gold set, which I mentioned yesterday, which you can download as a Patreon member. It is high risk, so I do want to talk about this a little bit more, just so I can explain to you how I'm running it. I mentioned also yesterday the AI Momentum Scalper emergency stop is not working. So what I've got is this bit of software which I programmed up, and what will happen is if we see a max loss of $1,000, it will close out all the positions just to protect the account. Let's move to the 1 minute so I can show you the trades. Yeah, so I turn this on by just clicking this button here, and you can see that it took some trades at the beginning. So 1, 2, 3 trades, these 3 here, and then it took a whole bunch of trades here as well. So I've got a nice string of winning trades. Then I turned it off. We had the open around here. You can see there's a big, massive push down, a big, massive push up. Now I think this would have actually done quite well because this does just buy trades, as you can see. So anything that it would have bought in this region would have made a profit, but I didn't want to take a risk. So I turned this off and I turned it back on again once I felt that it was actually moving up again. And as you can see, I turned it back on, it started doing its trades. And then when it lost momentum, I closed it again. I stopped it from trading. And then, of course, it went all the way down. And then when I started to see some big pushes up again, I turned it back on, took some trades here, then I turned it back off. And this was really lucky because shortly afterwards, it just went sideways. And then as I saw it going up again, I turned it back on. It took another trade, made some more profit. Quite lucky here in that I'm not sure why I would have turned this one back on, but I obviously turned it on here, and it bought right at the bottom and took the profit at the top. So I made a small profit, you can see 5.5. Then I must have turned it off again. Luckily I did because it went down, and I saw a bounce, the double bottom here, and I turned it back on and it took a few more trades. and then pretty much went up and went down again. Not sure. Yeah, this is, I wasn't around this at this time, but this would have, if there were some trades, this would have been a nice time to have turned it on. Looking at this big bar, would have probably turned on at this big bar and try to grab some profit here. And once you see it starting moving sideways again, you turn it off. And that was pretty much it. I left it. I've got family, got young kids, so pretty much left it in the evening. Didn't do anything else, as you can see. And we're right here now, and yeah, $1,000 profit. And if you saw my Patreon post, for those of you that follow me on Patreon, one of our Patreon members actually left it running overnight and turned up in the morning with $400, which was pretty amazing. But I'm not too comfortable with leaving it running overnight, not being able to watch it. I think it's working best for me as a semi-automatic tool. So I'm getting in when I'm seeing it moving up and down. And another way that I'm doing this is using a EMA, 9-day EMA. You can kind of track if it's going down. You can see it's going down. Maybe it's best not 5 minutes, but 1 hour. But perhaps, yeah, you just have to just figure out what you think. Nothing's perfect. I mean, it's a low volume now, but I would possibly get into it now and turn it back on if this were a bit busy. But it is the evening, low volume. These are kind of things, you look for price to start going up, turn it back on. Also, when you see these big pushes down, turn it off. You don't want it buying into here. You may eventually recover. I mean, I'm not too keen on drawdowns, especially say if you got one here and had a massive drawdown. This would be a big disaster. So I do think you have to be quite quick-fingered. But you can see if you are getting in at the right times, it's extremely lucrative. And all I'm doing is just literally turn it off and on again. And when it's on, if it sees the momentum moving up, it will get you in and get you out very, very quickly. And then when you see it going down, then just turn it back off again. Make sure you're out of all the trades. I have manually closed some of these trades. You see some of these are quite small because I'm closing them out. If I'm seeing the momentum's going or dying off or the price going down, I'll just turn it off. But if you leave it, it tends to grab about $40, $50 each time. So yeah, I am very, very keen to see how it works for the rest of the week. We've had some fantastic results. And if I, right now you see I'm on gold, and we just the last 3 months. It's just gold here using this system, the gold set file. We've made $3,400. Commission is huge, unfortunately. So in total, $2,600 odd just using this set file. I'm sure you could get a lot more if you left it, but that's not my style. But yeah, it's available to you. It is high risk, so if you do want to use it, just be extremely careful. Okay, just want to let you know. Cheers. Bye bye.